Let's see what's on TV real quick. Turn this down.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Really, Really Bad Transgender.
Mr. Really, really bad transgender.
We have to listen to your claims that you're a real woman, but you couldn't even be bothered to get a doctor to cut your Johnson off.
Call me a doctor.
You rose to fame after destroying several corporate brands, leading some to wonder, is this guy for real, or is this just a desperate cry for attention?
Oh, we don't care.
But no matter how they feel, love you or hate you, they have to respect the grift.
You're a star.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Tranny Man, because you really put the pro in pronouns.
Mr. Really, really bad transgender.
It's because you can then misuse words like oppression. There has been no oppression for the white man in this country.
No. Oh, and what is this I see right here? Is this what I think it is? Breaking FBI Director Christopher Wray is to resign because he doesn't want to get fired by Trump. Is this? I guess that's some kind of logic. I don't know. We're going to talk about some BLM stuff real quick too, but I figured I would this is pretty uplifting for a Tuesday. Let's dig into this right here. Okay, so the FBI Director Christopher Wray to resign because he doesn't want to get fired by Trump. look on that face. That's a couple years old when he was being, kind of like checked out by the Congress people for like being an asshole. Anyhow, as I quote the article, it says, good riddance. FBI Director Christopher Wray is preparing to resign as President Trump moves forward with nominee Kash Patel, which I think that's going to be epic. Kash Patel gets a lot of approval from a lot of people because of he's just a very misunderstood dude in a good way. He's got political values that outshine a lot of bias when it comes to what you see with Christopher Wray. The thing is Christopher Wray is a brand for the FBI. He does make decisions. He has the ability to pull things and move things, but there's a higher up. There's an operating system that the FBI runs off of, which is like, say, for instance, I would say Christopher Wray, in my opinion, is the equivalent of a Windows operating system, which will not work without the actual MS-DOS that is encrypted into your or put in your computer. The operating system that actually makes the computer function in its entirety is the thing that gives Windows the ability to run. Metaphorically speaking, Kash Patel will definitely be a breath of fresh air when it comes to an FBI that could be somewhat functional. But you've got to remember, there's an operating system that the FBI has to run off of, and that operating system is entrenched deep in depths of the oceans when it comes to deep state operatives, considering the actual workings of the world in itself. The people that run the FBI know that, Christopher Wray's time is limited no matter who's in power, because there'll be somebody else along the way. So the power structure that exists far beyond Christopher Wray's abilities will definitely be an interesting factor in how well Kash Patel, or how effective he can be. And I think that we'll maybe even see I would like to, I'd hope to, we maybe would see some form of law being applied in the manner of being able to right what some of these people have done wrong with lawfare with Pam Bondi. But yeah, this is some of Chris Wray's ideas of how to stay ahead of things. So, I'm just going to quit instead of being fired. And in a sense, it's almost like, well, if you get fired, you could probably draw unemployment. If you quit, you can't get unemployment. Could you imagine seeing that? Like, you're like, fire me, give me that unemployment. You'd see like a HR publication where they had to write him up 3 times before they could fire him. That way, they could get out of paying him unemployment. But imagine seeing him at like You get a call from somebody. Yes, this is Christopher Ray, and I'm just doing a call in to see if you're looking for any help. You have to call to keep the unemployment rolling. You have to get out there and apply for some jobs and all. So you'd have to, call businesses and put in applications. I'd be sitting here working on some cars. Here come Christopher Ray. Yes, wondering if you're hiring. Do you have any applications I can fill out? I mean, I don't really want to work, but I mean, if you just let me fill out a few applications so that I could turn these into my unemployment officer, so that you could see that they could see that I'm actually trying to obtain employmentships, so that I can continue my unemployment payments. It'd be epic. So yeah, that's the thing. I figured I'd just throw it out there in case you guys didn't know that was happening, but. In the comment section, what do you think? Do you think we'll see anything new out of the FBI, which looks like it would be effective so far as actually protecting the country or the people within the country? Because that's the FBI's job, instead of actually going after people. Will they remove the? Will they remove this? They have it where they're like, yeah, conservatives, especially Trump supporters, are considered to be domestic terrorists. These people here are domestic. You reckon they'll pull that? If Cash Patel can is it a thing? I don't know. Well, let's move on to some BLM stuff. I want to break down this video right here that I ran across, and there's a lot of the statements in this video just not even anywhere applicable to what happened with Daniel Penny and the person that had to be restrained because of the fact of them threatening people. He was threatening people violently. It's a whole big difference. This guy's going to get up and say, oh, because people are being loud, we getting choked out. Well, excuse me, buddy, but no, that's not the case at all. Nobody cares if people are loud. Nobody's choking this guy out. He's loud. You don't see anybody doing that. He's just... So let me play the video, and we'll talk about it right quick here. Let's get this thing big.
We need some black vigilantes.
That's right.
People want to jump up and choke us and kill us for being loud.
Dude, first of all, let's just hold this thought for a second. Just nobody needs that. No, nothing. If you do this, you're going to be arrested. He's right now he's putting people's lives in danger by inciting this kind of violence. He's not doing anything. Is he going to get out there and burn down some businesses? Are we going to see him personally doing this? Is he going to lead the crowd? Is he going to have his torches? No, he's going to sit behind that podium right there and direct people underneath him to do so, his little gang members, or theoretically. And when it's all said and done with, there's no Kamala Harris to bail these people out. So and things seem to be turning. People are tired of their property being damaged. Everybody, even right now, it's even to the point where like Alvin Bragg's people that work for him are being harassed by illegals and different people of all makes and models because of the fact that there's this whole crime thing's getting out of hand. Eric Adams is pretty much through with this, and he's still mayor last time I checked. And even though he's under investigation because of the fact that he's not falling in line with the crowd of people who tell him what to do, he decided to step out and try to protect his people. He's going to protect his people. There's a good chance that what this guy's going to do is get a lot of people in trouble and a lot of people hurt, innocent and guilty. And will he be the one that actually, he'll just make a bunch of money off this. He'll get paid. He'll get paid by all the Open Society, George Soros Foundation people, and he'll buy a mansion in a white neighborhood, and the rest is history. But let's got a little bit more.
How about we do the same when they attempt to oppress us?
Right.
I'm tired.
Nobody's oppressing you. Nobody's oppressing you. What happened on that day with Jordan Neely and Daniel Penny had nothing to do with Jordan Neely being loud. He was threatening people, and he scared them. He was frightening. He was being very physical, and he had a long history of violent crimes. And Mark Cuban, but this is I was the last video I did. I was like, where's this dude's father? Well, we found him. This is Jordan Neely's pops, and I find it awful funny because, if I'm not mistaken, and look at this dude on the right here with that funny looking hat, feather cap. It almost like he's mind controlling this dude right here, but I don't know. Anyhow, That's, I guess, is the attorney who's going to be bringing out civil lawsuits to try to get paid $1 billion gazillion dollars. And this is where we all need to get ahead of this. This is just like that mother that was saying that her son was just trying to ride around in his car when he was driving an illegal vehicle. This was last year. A legal vehicle, no driver's license, a lengthy criminal record. I think he had fictitious stolen tags on the car, wouldn't stop for the police. Police finally get him cornered so that they could get him to stop, and he opens fire on the police officer, so she ends up, then she tried to grift all this. So we need to do the same thing. This guy right here is going to make some kind of personal plight about his son, his beautiful, loved son. That, by the way, reports have come out that this man here, this so-called father, had abandoned this child back when he was little bitty, and that guy, the kid was never had a father and barely had a mother. And so if anybody the surviving members of this family need to be arrested for being deadbeats. But let's just listen to this father try his best to try to grift people for some money here, while the attorney, he's going to get paid too. He makes a commission off of however much money this man gets paid right here. I don't know who this dude is on the right wearing this crazy looking hat with that crazy looking look, but watch this.
I just want to say, I miss my son. My son didn't have to go through this. I didn't have to go through this either. It hurts. Really, really hurts. What are we going to do, people? What's going to happen to us now? I had enough of this. System is rigged. Come on, people.
Give me some money. Give me money.
Let's do something about this.
Give me money. Give me money. I want money. Listen to this dude. I mean, the hubris behind this guy. They have no business one bit so ever even trying to pull this stunt. But somehow or another, the mainstream media is going to prop these people up. But look, I mean, in the comment section, in your opinion, how does that make you feel? I mean, honestly, to see something like that. It'd be looking like some microwave Snoop Dogg. I mean, just really look at this guy. What are we going to do? What are we going to do, guys? I want you to burn everything down, and I want you to give me money. That's pretty much. That attorney on the left looks evil. Probably married a white woman too, which is fine. But I'm just saying, I see patterns. I just see my wife's brother. He's a white dude married to a black woman who hates white people. No joke. This is no joke. I've witnessed this. I just call it like I see it. I don't have any qualms against anybody who's non-white. I really don't. I've got a lot of people that I associate with and great friends who understand. They understand deeply what's going on here. That's the thing about it. There's a lot of people. The black people right now are not feeling this. Anybody that's got any understanding of what's really going on here, they see right through this grift. And there's a lot of people right now with businesses going, please do not burn down my black-owned business, please, because that happened last time. The only people that suffered from any of this rhetoric right here were all black people. Black cops got killed. Innocent black people got burned in their businesses and in their homes because they burnt down places. And, Kamala Harris, of course, these were all her foot soldiers, so she bailed them out. But y'all don't have the Kamala Harris this time. She's kind of laying low, guys. She's got a lot of money she's got to pay out right now, so I guarantee you all the money that she takes in is going to go towards paying off the $20 million she owes after blowing her budget completely whenever she failed miserably to become president after trying to grift people on a whole bunch of race. So I just figured I would show this because they need to get ahead of these grifters, man. This is all this is. And there's nothing wrong with feeling that way. You don't have to placate to these people. If you do, all they do is do more of this. The reason why they're standing here right now with all these microphones and all this, like, what are we going to do, man? What are we going to do? Because the fact that people placated to them with George Floyd, people placated to them with a Breonna Taylor thing, which was weird. That whole thing is, there's so many things that happens that people placate to, and then it gives these people the mindset that if they just keep doubling down on this, that we'll just keep we'll give you money, and then and allow you to just ruin and burn everything. white people get killed all the time, and nothing happens. We see this happen all the time. Nothing happens. Somehow or another, when it came to the Kenosha kid, whenever it was, that happened, in Kenosha, Wisconsin, with that Rothen's Burn album dude, they tried to blame racism on that. And that was a white dude defending himself against another white dude who openly said the N-word on camera, like a lot. And he was a convicted grandma beater, and one was a convicted pedophile. I mean, it was somehow or another because of the fact that somebody defended themselves, But this whole Jordan Neely thing is a joke. If you look at the video, you can openly see that he was threatening people, and people were in fear because he was being very violent. And if he was allowed to keep continuing his violence without anything done, without anybody, it would just placating to him. Like if you just keep placating these people, then it just get worse and worse. He would have hurt somebody on that plane, on the train, subway thing. But anyhow, yeah, that's the thing. But anyway, so to lighten the load a little bit, I found a video of Mark Cuban, and figured I would. I think Trump broke Mark Cuban, guys. I don't know. maybe I just, we don't have to. Nobody needs to do anything. All they need to do is sit back, let this blow over, let these people keep screaming and hollering about mess. Those are the true racists right there. Nobody's repressing anybody. If anybody's being repressed right now, it's white people. Just because we're trying to, defend ourselves against what's going on. And anytime that happens, you get that right there. Look, I'll call both sides. Rosie O'Donnell's daughter, she's all messed up, and Winona Judd's daughter, who's got a face tattoo and a buzz cut, stole a church van. And that's the thing. The church has to take up a bunch of money because they can't get a new church van, and Winona Judd won't pay for it. That's kind of weird. But anyhow, y'all take it easy. And we'll just let this blow over, and I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit that like, subscribe, and share if you could. It's a standard issued statement because I know that it's often forgotten about. The like button really, really, really helps the video's algorithm. And I really care about what's going on in America, and I care about you guys. And the only way we're going to get ahead of any of this crazy mess is to point it out. We've got to make fun of it because it is. This is just clown stuff. That's all it is. And as long as you placate to these clowns, they're going to continue having a circus and running it around you guys. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of the week ahead. I'm out.
In America, we believe anything is possible if we do it together. And that's what we've done. Damn it, we're going to continue doing it. Thank you.
I think they want us to look over there. We're all